What's up and welcome back to the channel. Furiously Collecting here, back with another Hot Wheels Fast and Furious video. So my last video release, I went over just a bunch of the Hot Wheels Fast and Furious releases just from the original Fast and Furious movie. Today I wanted to talk about some cars that we have not seen yet from Mattel or Hot Wheels that I think us as collectors and Fast and Furious fans would definitely love to see. We know they come out with multiple sets every single year with multiple repeats. As you see behind me here, you can see all the duplicates, triplicates, and I don't know, quadruplets or whatever you want to call it. But we have just a ton of releases of a lot of cars that we probably don't need any more releases of. And to start it off, one I am extremely surprised that we have not seen from Hot Wheels yet is the infamous Heist Civics from the very first scene of the very first movie. This car here in front of you is just a Hot Wheels mainline of the Civic Si with a Real Rider wheel swap on there. I think this one looks pretty dang good, honestly. And I think all Mattel would have to do is make this in premium form, put some Real Rider tires on there, and call it a day. Would be super cool to have it. And I honestly would think it would be pretty cool in the 5-car set if, say, cars 1, 2, and 3 were all the same Civic, just to kind of pay like homage to that original movie and the 3 of the Civics. It just would be cool if there was 3 in the set. Because as collectors, our big fans, you're probably going to want to buy 3 of them anyways, just so you can kind of replicate the movie and have all 3 of the heist cars. And next up from the missing list is going to be Ja Rule's Integra. Monica! I mean, this was in the very first race, the big 4-car race, where Brian loses the pink slip to his car, has the big no Monica scene. And plus it's Ja Rule, so this car, I feel like definitely was a highlight in the movie there in that first scene. And Hot Wheels has the Integra casting, so once again, kind of like the Civic, not really sure what the holdup is. I don't know if it's anything to do with sponsoring. I think Ja Rule had a lot of Momo stuff on his car, which I know Hot Wheels has done a lot of Momo livery cars. So just another one that I'm not really sure what the holdup is, but it would be really cool to have. Be cool if they put that one in with the Heist Civic, just did like a whole like throwback to that original Fast and Furious movie and gave us some of the other cars that we are still missing. And another one from the first movie, I don't have anything to put up on the turntable, but it was, I think it's one of the Tran brothers, and he had the other white Civic that was in that first race. Once again, I feel like that's a pretty easy win. They already have the casting for it. It's just putting the livery on. So that's another one that I wish that we had. Another one we could talk about here could be Hector Civic. So there was the yellow hatch in the Fast and Furious set with the black hood. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be Hector Civic or not. The color wasn't really close. I don't know, it just didn't really look like it. His car didn't have a black hood, so I'm pretty sure it was maybe just like a random car in a random scene that was on there for like 2 seconds and they made it into a Hot Wheels. So it would be cool. I know this wasn't like a major car in the movie, but I mean, it did make its way on the screen multiple times, and Hector is still kind of like a big figure in the like Fast and Furious world. Not in the movies, but just more so in just like little appearances and stuff. I know him and Jesse go to a lot of Fast and Furious events and do a lot of interactions with fans and signing merch and stuff like that. So it would be cool to just have a cool version here of Hector's Civic. Moving on here to Too Fast, Too Furious. We do have a couple like mainline releases of Brian's Evo, and they are not very good. This Evo casting was ginormous and really boxy looking. Just not the best. So we do have a version of this one, I guess, but I feel like it could be done a lot better. I know recently they did retool the cast because we got the Tokyo Drift Evo. So I'll put it up here just so you can kind of compare the two castings. This one does have a wheel swap and some other minor little details added on. But it would be nice just to get a refresh with the new Evo casting and with that Too Fast, Too Furious deco. Here's a nice example of it in the Racing Champions brand. So the only thing off about this one I would say are the wheels, but the cast in general is pretty good. And it just would be nice to have a official Hot Wheels release of this car that just was a little bit nicer. And continuing on with Too Fast, Too Furious, here we have Rome's Eclipse. This one is the Spider. So this one is shown in the movie in convertible form, and then also when I think Suki's driving it during the big like scatter scene, it does have the soft top up. I believe Hot Wheels does have this Eclipse cast. I think it's just a hardtop version of it though. But I mean, like Suki's S2000, they've done multiple times with a hardtop, and hers didn't have the hardtop during the movie. So I mean, even if they had it with the hardtop, I wouldn't be too mad about it, but it would be cool to have Rome's Eclipse in there. This is a Racing Champions, and I believe this is one of the only versions of it. I think there is the Mattel brand, but it's like the 1/55 scale. I'll try to throw a picture up of it on the screen. So it is like a Mattel brand, but it's way bigger than the Hot Wheels, and the size and scaling just looks a little wonky. And last up here for me from Tokyo Drift is going to be Han's Veilslide RX-7. So this, obviously, this would be a tremendously popular cast if Hot Wheels ever released it. And I think recently with the R34 Skyline Liberty Walk silhouette, just how detailed that casting is, and just with some of the crazy like body kit and body lines that has, I feel like Hot Wheels could for sure pull it off, because this Veilslide kit definitely has a lot of like intricate details and body lines. So I'm not sure what the holdup is, if it might be a licensing issue, but this is another one that we would definitely like to get in the Hot Wheels collection. I think this is this is the Tomica, and there's a couple other brands that I have of this. This is one of the nicer ones that we have, but yeah, from Tokyo Drift, this would be super cool. I mean, this one would pretty sure would fly off the shelves if they ever came out with this. All right, well, hopefully you enjoyed this little video. Let me know in the comments down below if I'm missing any cars that you think should be added to the Hot Wheels Fast and Furious line. I know it seems like they come out with a 5-car set, maybe 4, 5, 6 times a year. We get a ton of repeats. And like I said, there are still ones we are missing, and they seem to be pretty simple ones that Hot Wheels already has the castings made for, and basically just have to slap a paint job and a livery on it and start making that money, which we all know they love to do. So yeah, let me know down below, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next upload. Peace.